A lonely lion cub sits beneath the burning African sun. His tiny body trembles with hunger. Dust blows across the empty land while dry winds whisper through the dead grass. There is no roar of life anymore. No herds. No water. Only silence. The little cub looks around desperately. His golden eyes search for the one thing every child searches for in fear: his mother. He spots her in the distance and immediately runs toward her with hope. Maybe this time she will protect him. Maybe this time she will feed him. Maybe this time everything will feel normal again. But when he reaches her, the lioness turns her face away. The cub freezes, confused, heartbroken, too young to understand why the one soul he trusts most suddenly feels so distant. He softly cries and rubs against her weak body, begging for milk. But nothing comes. The lioness closes her eyes in pain, because the truth is cruel. For many days, no rain has touched the land. The rivers have disappeared. The trees stand lifeless. Even the strongest hunters are starving. The lioness has walked for miles searching for prey. Again and again she failed. Her ribs now show through her skin. Her paws shake from exhaustion. And her body no longer has enough strength to produce milk for her baby. But the cub cannot understand hunger the way adults do. He only knows one thing. He is starving. Again and again he follows her. Again and again he cries. And every cry feels like a knife cutting through the heart of his mother. At first, it looks heartless. Why would a mother ignore her own child? But sometimes nature hides its deepest pain in silence. The lioness knows something terrifying. If she becomes too weak, they will both die. And somewhere deep inside, another painful truth begins to grow. The cub must learn to survive. Now. One evening, beneath a dark orange sky, the cub slowly walks beside his mother again. His tiny paws leave soft marks in the dust. He tries one last time to stay close to her. But suddenly, the lioness growls softly. Not with anger, with sorrow. She pushes him back. The cub stares at her with wide, frightened eyes. He does not understand. Then slowly, the lioness turns away and walks toward the distant pride. Step by step, without looking back, the cub watches her disappear into the dry horizon. And for the first time in his life, he is completely alone. The wind becomes colder that night. Strange sounds echo through the darkness. Every shadow feels dangerous. Every movement in the grass feels like death waiting nearby. The tiny cub curls himself into the dirt and cries into the empty wilderness. But no one comes. No warmth. No comfort. Only the endless jungle, where survival is the only law. Days pass. The cub grows weaker. Sometimes he tries chasing insects just to eat something. Sometimes he follows vultures, hoping they might lead him to food. Sometimes he simply stares into the distance, wondering if his mother will ever return. But the jungle does not stop for sadness. Hyenas laugh in the darkness. Storm clouds gather without rain. The heat grows worse. And yet, something slowly begins to change inside the cub. Fear turns into instinct. Instinct turns into courage. One day, trembling with desperation, he spots a small, injured animal hiding near the rocks. The cub crouches low exactly the way he once saw his mother do. Slowly, carefully, silently. Then suddenly, he leaps. For a moment the wild decides his fate. Will this tiny abandoned cub finally survive on his own? Or will the ruthless jungle claim another innocent life? Sometimes the greatest lessons of life are not taught with love, but with survival. And sometimes, walking away is the most painful love a mother can give. To be continued.